to buy 4 sets of armor for FaZe Clan. They have got Karrigan on the single smoke as well. There is a lot of opportunities to go for the vent dive here. On the pistol, obviously the TTs don't have the same potential to spray down, so they don't have the M4s. Ramp room is obviously a big opportunity as well for FaZe. You don't really see that many T-side teams actually use it on gun rounds, but the pistol, it's very viable indeed. It's the gateway for the map, and means you can get towards lower as well. It looks like they'll be going for the latter here and aiming for ramp room.
They're waiting on the inside of the squeaky door, and Stan's getting a little more aggressive toward radio. He wants the information early. It's not uncommon to see this pushed on pistols with the outer rushes, but there's 3 players in his way. Does very well. Picks up all 3. Stanislaw. Massive to start it off. He took the early damage in the exchange, but they just couldn't land the shots. And Alu finally does get something rolling for them, but he's taken out immediately after by Tarek. It's down to just Karrigan. Bomb will be retrieved, but he's completely surrounded.
Yeah, well, there it is. No chance of a bomb on here, I'm afraid. He's just going to be looking for kills. If he can get 1 or 2, that's $600 in the bank. It's a headshot, but can't find the frag. And Mix12 finishes things off. What a round by Stanislaw. Going toe-to-toe against 3 players in the ramp room as well. Just nails the headshots over and over again. So aggressive there as well. Normally the CD would sit really far back, try and just play for information. This is an aggressive angle from him. Like I said, most T-sides do go towards the ramp room. And how are they not getting that frag there? He mows them down with the P2000. Lovely work from Stanislaw. We get the 1-0, and we have a technical pause to kick things off straight away. Okay then, Matt. Time to calm down, perhaps.
I like how stoic he looked after the round, too.
Yeah, man. Just Iceman.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, you would assume that Stanislaw will be picking up an M4 to treat himself after finding 3 kills. Why not? No bomb planted, so you assume this will be the 4 spike coming from FaZe. I can see it right now. Just to ruin the surprise, they will be getting Tech 9s and head armor. This is the kind of round I don't really agree with it on Nuke so much, because you really need utility type to go towards outside. You need smokes to get towards upper in any sort of way to get on the vent dive. You need something to work with here. The Tech 9 is not making work picks. Like, you can rush ramp potentially. There's a really tight choke point. You're going to get sprayed down there. I prefer the teams actually take maybe the ecos in and like go forward and have a really strong buy going to that first round. It's like one of the few maps I'd say the second round forced buy without getting the bomb down doesn't really work out too well, but still, you obviously still have a buy going into that first one, but it's just not going to be as strong, even if you can't get the ult, for example. But Naf will be the player who dropped out. He's back on the server. We're ready to go.
I think it was a sound issue, too, because he was playing with his headset as the admin was checking out his computer, so either way, minor issue. 1-0 OpTic, as you say. And I still think the pistol round on T-side is extremely important just to get momentum, get economy, to make sure you can have the buys, to have the utility early on to execute as we know you need to.
In a best of 3, when you've just lost a map as well, you just want that morale boost, right? Like, you want to think, okay, let's get back in this now. We just lost 6 rounds in a row on train. Let's try and just show them this is our map and we're going to dominate here. And when you get taken down like that, one player, in a situation where you should be getting the refrag there, you had 3 players just jumping around and panicking a little bit there. They weren't expecting Stanislaw to be there. That can be the cause of arguments potentially as well going forward. But round number 2 comes in, as I said. A force buy here. There is going to be 1 smoke and a flashbang. Alu, he invests fully as well, so that's going to be very difficult unless you get the bomb down in this round going forward. I said that Nuke is really problematic to make anything happen without the utility. So fast outside is going to be Rain with that Tech 9.
Very fast. Already dropped down inside of main. They're going to hear this from behind the vents. Now watch the Raptors as well, though, because Nap's got to wrap a long way around. That means the player on Raptors is left susceptible, vulnerable. Mix12 goes down. Nap traded. This is a good entrance toward upper. Ammo nearly gone for Rush. Thankfully, Tarek gets inside in time to bail him out, keep him alive. 6 HP only. Again, it's Karrigan, 1 versus 3. A little bit of armor to work with, but no guns down directly in front. He's got to go all the way into the site just to find one, and that's heavily guarded at this point in time. Bomb down inside of it. No need to leave it.
He's been spotted as well, so takes a little whisker of damage there, but 83 HP. The bomb's still down, like he said. Very unlikely to find a kill here. Stanislaw finishes things off. He's had a good run so far. 4 kills across the board for OpTic Gaming. And I think there's a double kill for Rush overall. But yeah, it looks a little bit promising there for FaZe. They came into the upper bomb site. They find 2 kills, but no palm going down. It does actually indicate it's going to be a full eco going into this one. 2-0 in favor of OpTic. Looking quite comfortable so far. So we get into this one. It should just be Glocks. Maybe a couple of PT50s here and there for FaZe Clan. We have got a Deagle for Rain. Interesting. Takes them total down to 1,800. As we go to round number 3. Just get the bomb down. Maybe a vent dive here. More the same rush upper. Maybe ramp, try and get that trade frag. Looks like they'll be focusing on outside. It comes down to Rain. If he can find a 1D here, pretty unlikely. But if he does, something to maybe work with.
2 sewing machines. The MP9s against unarmored players. They're going to be playing closer angles. 1 inside of an A for Nap. Smartly they put the rifle inside instead, and he's going to fire up. Does catch off AZ. Help of Tarek, who's done decent damage already. The second of which, by the way, just to mention it, Stanislaw's back to the ramp. He's going to give up a lot of position, get a little bit closer, but that's not going to even happen. Nap's going to cash, jumps around, 3 kills for him. About $1,800 to gain, and now we start the game because it's going to be the buy, the first one for FaZe Clan. It's going to be all AK-47s as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. That force buy as well. Normally the AWPers won't take the force buy. They'll maybe just take a PD-50, not buy the armor. Alu obviously went all in as well. He was believing in the approach they had in that second round, but he has the AK. They do have smokes to work with. No Molotovs, not such a huge yellow nuke. It's good for the post-pod situation, holding the CTs off, but not many opportunities to flush them out at the start of the round, like a map like Cash, for example. Round number 4 comes in. 2 SMGs. You'd assume maybe aggressive towards ramp, I'd say, pushing that position, try and find that first opening kill. Something a little bit unorthodox. You want to try and make those close range potential come in for the SMGs. I mean, you have got a bit of aggression here from Tarek. Sprays through the smoke, doesn't find anything for it just yet.
Slight damage on radio. Grenade thrown into radio, but it's better off from AZ. Tarek down. This opens up so much space now towards Secret, and Nafly is trying to play a clever spot, but it's a very tough spot to get out of it. He's spotted up already. He's got to run. He doesn't like to. He tries to stay, and there's too many men around the corner. He had the movement mechanics from the SMG. Mixwell was there to back him up, but didn't get there in time, and he goes as well. Yeah. Easy with 2 of the entries.
That sort of position, as soon as you miss that first shot, the MP9, you're just 100% dead. They can just actually toy with you at that point. Even if you get one, they're going to get the refrag. They've already killed Tarek as well. So very simple round there for FaZe Clan. You have to take it with a pinch of salt here, though, Matt. Obviously, it was that bonus round mentality we often discuss. You have 2 SMGs left over from the anti-ecos. You're just trying to make them somehow bring a victory into your favor. It's pretty unlikely, but if they do find a couple of kills here or there, it can be very beneficial to your economy. There should be money to OpTic to buy into the next round, but FaZe, nice clean one for them, keeping 5 players alive. So you can see, yeah, Rush 5k, same story for Tarek as well. They can even bring an AWP out, so actually, it's not a big deal. Had they won that round, it would have been amazing for them, but not a big deal they lost it.
Try and keep this. Why not? For the exits. There's 5 of them. They've got to leave that site somehow.
He just wants to get more and more money. If he can get 1 kill with this, that's another $600 to his total. That would be amazing. Just 1 kill would be great for him.
Yeah, it would indeed. Everyone else has pretty much a buy in hand. If you can buy that and get that uphill, would be a round in hand as well. He's going to go hunting for it. Bomb already too far gone, obviously. It's toward where his teammate did drop down one of the M4s. So there was one at that corner from where Mixwell died. Couldn't quite get there.
So there it is. FaZe do find that first round there, but like I said, the buy more than easily coming in for OpTic here. Gonna have 1 Famis. That was Stannis, like we said, if he got that 1 kill, the SMG probably could have got the M4 out, but it'll be on the lesser rifle there. 3 M4s and Tarek with the AWP, interesting enough. We'll see what he can do here. Presumably we'll be taking that outside. No AWPs as of yet for FaZe. They did keep all 5 players alive. Of course, you're not going to throw away an AK at this point. See what you can do, and then probably do more of the same here. Outside smoke, try and find that first pit. They caught Tarek and his pants down outside in the previous round, but the initial smokes, no initial aggression from OpTic like we saw last round this time. It'll be more of a traditional round from the CTs.
Bounce that Molotov in off the fence and in behind the red crate. Tarek's going to back away to get himself an angle toward Twinkie. Smokes out, no gap. They'll be able to cross into Secret. No rotation yet down toward the lower position as well. That swing play we talked about, actually, I may have been fooled myself. I think Nafly might be in position. In fact, he is. So decontamination stairs for him. He'll spot the cross at the very least. No one else yet to get down toward the vent zone. He's actually going to get out and go that direction himself. So puts him closer to the site, takes him out of a position to get the early read. Instead, they'll be spotted up. Now the crossfire set because Stanislaus able to slip in toward control room. He finds 2, but goes down. It's traded evenly. Good shot from Tarek because now he can get the MVP as well in toward the ramper, and Rush already has this problem solved.
Nice little crossfire there. That's a very strong one. We discussed this in length. Having that player towards that vent stairs and towards Decon as well. Towards window room, sorry, as well. That means you can actually have, if you play it correctly, 1 player takes the first shot, 1's hiding. As soon as you take the aggro away, the other one faces. It can be so problematic for the terrorists. You want to be like using a smoke. Obviously, that's difficult. You've had to use so much utility to get in that position. You want to be closing off one of those choke points, and FaZe didn't really do that, and they got punished for it. Round number 6 comes in. They still have enough to buy, but 5 AKs once again. OpTic now in a great position with that AWP in the hand of Tarek as well. Good awareness from him. Watching that ramp room after the low execution came in. Takes down a really pivotal kill. We go to round number 6, and we have smokes and grenades coming in. Oh, that's a pretty cool grenade.
I was just going to point that out. So that's entirely done to blow out every single skylight. We often talk about that as well. That's the other thing we talk about. Like he's masking it.
He actually lined it up as well to knock out every single skylight window. That's cool. I haven't actually seen that before.
I think it was. I remember seeing it in the first version.
We used to do that in
someone in NA used to do that, believe it or not.
Yeah, we haven't seen it in CSGO. We used to do that a lot in the previous games, but
well, it works, and this is why they're opening it up. I'm loving that we're seeing some of these executions. First Molotov bounces down, second one covers off rafters. There's a third one that's available. I don't think they threw it. That will go all the way into heaven. Tarek misses a shot. Spot was there, but Mixwell's made up for it. He finds 2, and Tarek's still hunting. He's gonna find it. Alu, the only kill on entrance, and it's on to AZ, who's gone around the back way instead this point in time. He's gotten himself into heaven. He could surprise one or two, but there's too many of them to be called off entirely. It's not like the communication won't be relayed. Trigger discipline lines up one, knows the seconds toward the hut, has both third ones there to peek though, and as I said, just far too many members inside of the site.
They did a good job there to actually damage the economy overall. The CTs, 80 in the 1v4, managed to take down the AWP. I don't think it was recovered as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll have a look. Yeah, I don't think it was, Matt. So he actually did a good job of taking the AWP down. Unfortunately, though, they can't really capitalize at that point. It's going to be a FaZe kind of eco here. So they're going to have around 2k across the board. Nice little replay there. Tarek's getting the shots, and it's going to be 5-1. But the SMG's come out once more. It's MP9s just trying to go up against those unarmored players. A perfect situation for it. It's going to be PT50s, a Glock, no nades, and presumably an OpTic victory here. Take that lead towards 6-1.
Smoke goes out toward radio. Look at the SMGs closer. Capitalize on economy whenever they can. Flies well with his MP9. He's going to get very close on top of the hut. And thankfully, he's got a little spy hole to peek through. Looks well on a clever little spot on top of the inner silo as well. Lots of little angles you can still play for the CT side. You may not have the rafters above Squeaky Door, which in my opinion was the most annoying and most powerful. You've got lots of other angles you can still take advantage of. Tarek spawning toward outer, but one player's already crossed over. He's aware of it, reads it, spots down AZ for the second shot. Does catch off Alu. All that going on. It's just going to be Nafly pushing in, cleaning up 2 MP9 kills for him again. So as I mentioned, building economy where they can. 6-1 for OpTic. We're starting to get into that situation we talked about, Henry, where FaZe Clan starting out on their map on the T side with pressure on. This could be a very tough challenge for them. Yeah, it's starting to run away from them a little bit here, but still very early days. We get to run up rate. Still don't have that AWP in the hands of Alu. He hasn't really had the opportunity to get rolling with that whatsoever. And it's Kiyoshima having a little bit of a rough time here. Same sort of a Carrigan as well. He was very quiet on train. He's currently on 0 for 6. We'll see what happens here around a break. There's going to still be that MP9 available. I think they might have upgraded it, you know. So yeah, that's actually going to be dropped and bought. An M4, no AWP for Tarek this time, but 5 rifles very viable still for the CTs on the Rain's trying to line up a spray right now through the wall. Spraying down to the bottom of the hut. Oh, it doesn't quite land it. It's clever. It's one of those why not try it plays, but also a slim margin of success on that. He seems to have lots of little tricks back on that lobby roof.
Well, then, without the AWP outside, you can see Naf trying to get a little bit of information there towards Secret. Though we'd 101 Fry, you can check out towards Silo as well in that position, just trying to get information. It's quite a safe position. You can get your head blown off, but as long as you kind of time things right and kind of use the sound cues, you can be pretty safe like he's doing right now. Just going to be stopping that 1 kill. If you can take AZ down a fullback, that's amazing. That's pretty much secured the round at this point. There it is, full back now. Don't have to do anything else. You stayed alive, got the man advantage, and now they'll be second guessing it. They'll have to use a lot of utility to get down there.
Hugging that wall, very tough angle. Has to hit shots, doesn't manage it, but thankfully he's got rotation support. Very low on HP as well. Carrigan and Rain, 5 and 7.
Ooh, Alu, this is good.
This is alright. I won't say it's good just yet because he's got to get in the vent before he's spotted from heaven. Oh, he just gets there. Smartly gets on the ladder. I'm not 100% convinced he wasn't actually spotted there. We snapped away too soon because that was certainly ready and aware as he was coming back down. It's all under Rain.
Yeah, well there it is. Not having the AWP. You can see that adjustment coming in from Nafly. He gets 2 kills overall. That's our first kill on AZ. You can see he had no idea that there could be a player down in that position. He's expecting the AWP to be looking at him from City Spawn. Tarek has already shown that. But this time, not the case. 3 players alive. We just have Rain now. 7 HP. Good luck, my friends. You've got 10 seconds to try and do anything with this. And he does run into a CT there. In Toxic. Naf finds him and gets his 3rd kill of the round as well. OpTic now, I'd say at this point, starting to run away with this one. It's going to have to be another eco for FaZe. 7-1 down. Haven't really shown me too much. It's impressed me so far. Here's the replay of Naf. That's a great position there. AZ, not even checking it. He's not going to even have an idea there's a player there in that position.
It was always a strong position, to be fair, even in the old iteration of Nuke, but in the new one, with the amount of reliance, I would say, and emphasis on the smoke execution outer, if you can get there, you're almost good for a kill. If you're playing it passively. If you're going for a peek toward Twinkie up against an op, okay, different story, but in that situation, definitely good for a kill.
We do have the tactical pause now for FaZe. I think it's probably a good time to take it. There will be eco this round, but it's the time to slow things down, work out what the problems are right now. They're quite focused on getting those smokes down towards outside and trying to get those positional control. But the thing is, once they get down towards lower, we saw it before, they weren't really locking down that crossfire at all. OpTic are reading the situation very well indeed. Tarek finding a kill with that AWP in previous encounters, and now he's got that weapon again. Last couple, they've been rolling the 5 rifles. He's going to throw a spanner and it works this time. Not a huge deal against the pistols. It should be a guaranteed round for OpTic, but still just keeping things a little bit surprising for them each round.
Rain to the roof once more. Not this time with clever tactics. Instead, with accuracy, it's all he's got to work with. Just the Deagle. He's the one with head armor. His teammate already gone. AZ caught trying to push toward that secret position fast, and Nafly more than ready and able Mixwell's again trying to use this clever little spot to get the slight pixel gap in toward Hut. Not sure which way to look as two options present himself. Doesn't take any damage, thankfully. Gets the information they're there, and that'll give Nafly a sense of warning. Despite they still try and spray through with the Deagles to catch him off. And Tarek now knows they've dropped off that roof. Nafly was in the front spots with Shadow as well, but can't close out on it. Tarek's wrapped around to cover off at least one more, and in fact, he'll go all the way through, and Keel's got himself up at the door, so this will be a straightforward round. 8-1 this to OpTic. Very solid T side, or excuse me, CT side so far.
Yeah. The money hasn't got out of control just yet for the CTs. They have been quite close rounds, but you're pointing something out right now.
It's an entry fragger with 0 kills.
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Carrigan as well, 1 for 8. No one's really lighting the scoreboard up. It's difficult to pinpoint anyone. No one's really performing at a high level just yet. But Alu has got the AWP. They've taken the pause now, worked on the problems, not necessarily getting those opening picks required. This should be a full default. When you have an AWP on the T side, it's not required, but that's the mentality you want to go with. Maybe go towards Ram and get the first pick, but more traditionally towards outside and try and go toe-to-toe with Tarek. He's not known for being an amazing officer. Alu should win the duel in a one-on-one situation. Let's see if Alu can find it. Not even an AWP. Okay, goodbye Tarek. Rain has deleted him, and it's going to be a 5-on-4 just like that.
Mixwell's going to push in toward the Hut. Paint a vibrant picture. I'll do some math for you. Oh, that's quite lovely. That's a vibrant picture. Let's get back to that. Rush starts it off. Mixwell takes down Keo, but basically they're averaging 1.4 kills per round right now on the FaZe side. That's not nearly enough. We're on round 10. They had 15. They've got 15-16 now as Kerrigan takes down Nafly.
That's an overthrow. When you have the man advantage on a map like Nuke, you want to make the terrorists do all the work. You want to make them actually push the positions and take the chances there. He takes the chance of equalizing this thing. Rain, great position now. Should be able to take this kill down, but Rush gets the better of him somehow. He had no idea who was there. Goes down the low HP and 3-on-2 now. Carrigan does neutralize things, but it looks like the round will fall apart. At the Carrigan, he's been very poor this series. Can he find anything here? If he can win this round, all will be forgiven.
Doesn't need to commit to this. He's got 47 seconds. He can backpedal towards Secret, wrap toward Heaven. There's options available, but sticks around only to lose damage. Smartly has his crosshair placed toward Heaven when he does go this direction. And they're going to be reading this, but he's just got to get them moving because as they were set, there was no way through that crossfire, so this is just best chance. And he has actually split them up. Smoke goes out. He wants the fast plant. It blooms in time, but not quite because Stan was there to get the lineup and get the jump. 9-1 now for OpTic.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of control at this point, and there was an opening pick there. Rain gets a solid shot in towards Tarek. He thought this is going to be the round, this is it. But Rush, this one tap from hell, I have to say, AZ. He probably had no idea what the hell was going on there. Here's the final kill from Sanistor. It's very obvious what's going down there. I think those situations, you're not really going to get away with it. Obviously, there's this spray the smoke at that point. It's one of those situations when you've got kills and you have a rotating CT just guaranteeing upon at that point. It's not really going to work out for you when the CT's just waiting for you and lower. Well then, 4 AKs and a Tech 9. It is a force fire. I'm going to class it as that one with Alu just in that pistol there.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, not getting the off-out. Just goes to show, even now, just only a Tech 9 for him.
Yeah, this is rough so far. Like you said, Kiyoshima had the player designed to go into these upper bomb sites towards Ram from outside, finding these initial kills, yet to frag after 10 rounds. They have taken the pause. You can see the adjustment bringing the AWP out there. That's not even an option this time. I haven't really seen them really work towards ramp at all or try a full-on upper execute. There's been lots of defaults so far, trying to get towards the lower steps, but there's always a reply from OpTic. They've just adjusted perfectly almost every single time.
Naf again's going to wait in behind these vents, relying on the player inside Raptors. Mixwell, let's give him the information when they push through. Smoke down, flash as well for Keo. Potential to go toward the vent fast, but Mixwell's actually got a gap above it, so he'd be spraying him down before he even gets toward that position. They're not throwing aid back through the door. Well, no one there. They've already put their position elsewhere. They're going to start to look toward radio and ramp, which Tarek's gone very passive on, so if they can rush by him fast enough, he'll get one shot on the op, but by the time he rebolts that, they should be slipped and down. And for a fact, if we get further in than that, good first shot. They've got to go. Just commit to it. Drop down and get it out of the way. He'll have to rotate and let the rifles do the work. Good position from AZ as well. We'll catch off Nafly. Finally, a bit of space to work with, but Stanislaw rotates early enough. He catches them off down below. And that's going to seize things for a moment. Bomb's still up and in the hands. As soon as I say that, gone as Alu gets caught.
The thing is, you've got no nades to work with now. Yes, you've got that kill, but AZ has to commit. He has to start finding kills outside. He lands one, but you're going towards lower right without any nades to actually clear out the window room. A Molotov there. You've got like 6 different angles the CDs could be hiding. You've got the dark spot, the window room, decon, back of the bomb site, and toxic, the vent. Did you see what I'm saying? You need the smoke on the bomb site, even some flashbacks. There's something to work with here. Lower is going to be almost impossible when they know you're coming as well. They find that kill. They try and capitalize. They're trying to clutch at straws right now, but round number 12. Crowder coming to life as well, it seems. And it will be another eco here for FaZe Cannon. It's not a forced buy, it's a partial buy. Still The only round they've won, Matt, is when the CTs had those 2 SMGs, the MP9s, who were trying to have that bonus round mentality. That's the only round FaZe have really picked up so far, and it wasn't down to tactical prowess, it was just 5 players outside, hit the AK headshots, and just went toe-to-toe with the weaponry there. But we have got Tech9s here, we have got smokes. Right now, we need some rounds for FaZe. I'd say you need at least 3 just to really stand a chance going forward.
10K for Stanislaw, 8-5 for Mix, 8-05 I suppose, but Tech9's, it can be deadly if you can find the opening and find the movement. Rush through Hut, rush through Squeaky, or you're going to go toward Ramp. There's so many availability aside from Outer. And Mixwell again is going to get an early Molotov down toward that position, and Hut. Naf goes into his burrow behind the vents. He's not really been challenged in that position, and he's able to rotate back out toward main and cover off Outer when they do elect to go that direction as well. Keep in mind one of the changes they have made now in the new version. The next version, or next patch of this is to put their railing out. Good Molotovs through, they try and use them again. That Skylight nade came through, they do move Mixwell, but he's able to evade them, get back through the smoke, and Nafly lines them up. Nothing to come out of this round either, despite getting the defense out of position. Crossfire at upper. Nice shot from Stanislaw as well. The crossfire they established at upper with the 3-man, 2 rafters, Naf on the floor is actually very strong.
So we saw a little execution there from FaZe. We haven't seen those on the gun rounds, but they are finding a couple of kills there with the Tech9s. Maybe this is the mentality they need to go with going forward. Let's get those Molotovs on the roof. Let's get the smokes towards heaven. Let's try and just give some sort of aim duels for our big players here. Kiyoshiima does find his first kill, 1 for 11, but round number 13, like I said, 2 rounds required here, like in terms of 2 more. They need at least 3 going forward in the next half. It's going to be a real tough affair. We have got Alu on the AWP once more. Can he actually find this opening pick? It was raining last time. Yeah, the AWP has had little to no impact with that weapon so far.
Alu is trying desperately to find a shot through Squeaky. They want to use it quickly. Smoke and Molotovs in front of his way. But he's got to line up now with it if Naf wants to play that position. But Mix again is going to find the opening pick, getting aggressive on Hut and then backing away. Tarek with an op caught by Rain. That opens up Outer. Naf's got to be so careful. They get into it. Nade's covered off. Remember from the off. They kick it down to the floor. Good trade, but Mix again inside. Hut's going to get them both back. The Spaniard goes massive. It's Kerrigan that finally does something of it. But it's just him remaining. Another 1 versus 2, 19 HP. Bomb grabbed. Minute and 13. But he's got to play this perfectly. Rotating right. Twinkie potentially. If he goes there, Stan's got prime position on him already. He's not going to anticipate this. As soon as he drops, sound gone, Stan knows he's in position there. And Pete coming in.
He has to go. What can he do, man? You've got 19 HP. You've got the bomb. You don't know where the CDs are. Like you said, you make a bit of a noise out there and you're done for. 12-1. And the money's in dire straits. You just have to force by these last couple of rounds, so you have no choice. Mixwell, like you said, going absolutely ham here in the hub position, finds 2 kills and brings the round into contention once again for OpTic. So 5 AKs, but look at the utility. It's 1 smoke available and 3 flashbangs. This is desperate times for FaZe. A team that's certainly been on the ascendant since the addition of Kerrigan and Alu as well, but this has been a real rough game for them, especially on Nuke. I haven't really seen too much, and this is their map pick as well. We're expecting them to potentially take this one. We thought, okay, Cash is almost certainly going to come in. OpTic not really known for their Nuke skills, but here we go, AZ. Maybe more of this. Just run into a certain position and see if you can get the headshots. AZ opened things up.
Naf's already down below. He's going to play from decontamination. No peeking out as Stan did last time. Door open. You can see this, but a peek immediately. Keo will slide out. There's your entry fragger. Only his 2nd kill in the game, but it's an important one because now they'll get a bomb down on the back of it. And they've got something to work with finally, FaZe. As Mix gets to a closed door at decontamination, he's got to wait just slightly for his teammates to get in position. One-way peek from AZ's potential and perspective to see through and in toward those hallways. Sees them jumping down, 8 in, Tarek gone. And this should be a closed out round for FaZe, finally.
Back to basics, it seems. That works out. Rush ramp and hope for the headshots. AZ delivers. And it will be a 4-on-2, but like you said, it should be no reason why OpTic can win this round, and they do not. FaZe manage to find the 2nd round here. The thing is, they have to go with simple rounds like that. When you have no nades whatsoever, 1 smoke and 2 flashbang, choose ramp. You haven't really gone there as of yet. Rush it, hope for the headshots. AZ, very talented player, does find the majority of the kills there, including the opening one as well. And you can see it doesn't really fill them with confidence. No one really getting too excited just yet. That's only round number 2 achieved. And I think we've got a double AWP setup coming in for OpTic as well. Not really used that much on a map like Nuke, but if you take it towards ramp, if FaZe try that again, you can get the opening pick for sure and fall down. It's a great place to actually play the weapon. I'm going to be almost certain that's where one will be heading. Yeah, so get the AWP this time. This is the adaptation. Needs to hit that shot though. Ali takes him down.
Rush finds the skill immediately after, though, that turnpike rotation. They're going to bring the AWP from Tarek in the same place. Good lineup, misses the shot. Keep in mind, evading player rotate down below as well. It's Nafly caught up. Kerrigan's got an opening. Alu's got position. Tarek falls. Finally, they're getting something working. We're still staring at that 12-3 scoreline. Even if they were to convert this one, it's only a man advantage. Alu on 13, though, does have an AWP, so all he has to do is hit the one-shot wonder. With bomb planted, and keep the post plant in their favor. Very likely he's in the right position as well, because Mix, okay, I take that back. He's actually going to push through to radio, so this could give him a chance, because Rush, they both came from the same angle. He's got the lineup.
Well, here we go then. The retake comes in there. You have got to smoke for the bomb as well, but this would be an absolute nightmare for FaZe to lose his round. There should be no reason for them whatsoever to actually give anything away here. Find one kill, that's secured. This is the one that matters. Alu's going to bait and nails the shot as well. Just Rush remaining, but he does get a headshot here. There is a small chance now. Alu does face at this point. He's got no vision from Decon. Okay, from Toxic, apologies, but AZ does find the final kill, and it will be 12-3. Rush ramp map, that's apparently the way forward here.
And to be fair, they had ramp quite well fortified in most rounds, and then I think they got a little bit passive on it because they never saw attention there, so they did take advantage of it late.
The thing is, they actually, like I said, they get that double AWP set up. That's a go towards ramp. They said, let's do that again. We'll just get that first shot. I'd have preferred him to have a deeper angle there at the back and actually see more of it. He went for the headshot box, misses the shot. He definitely had an opportunity to land it, but not the easiest angle for him. And at that point, FaZe do find round number 3. We did say going into the second half, 3 was the magic number. Not necessarily the best one, but it means you win the pistol on the CD half and you. There's no reason why they can't give OpTic the same treatment here in the second half. 4 sets of armor for the CT to kit in the hands of Alu, and 5 sets of armor for OpTic. That suggests something very simple, sticking together, finding the frags, and seeing what's possible. Default for now, not going to be giving too much away, certainly not a rush. But Carrigan, this is a traditional way to play ramp. We saw the CTs going aggressive in the first half, but you wanted to sit there, get the information, go for one shot. You don't want to overcommit. As soon as you spot it, the TRS there, you want to fall back towards lower and actually just hold and strong arms that position for your team.
So Rain sits to watch any rapid outer, but it's going to be onto ramp again. This is where Stan laid down the law last time, but Kerrigan, he goes passive. Gives it up, looks for the rotation. He'll wait well down inside of the site. Rotation he's speaking of is going to be Alan, but he stays above in heaven, and they're going to wrap all the way around on this. He's in prime position. He needs to hit shots quickly because they're coming up the ladder fast. 3 in front, goes to the knife, can't get it out in time, but look at Kiyoshima from the floor, finds 2, and Rain will shut the door on Stan.
Well, we might have a game on our hands here. They do get control of the ramp room. This guy's decide to go towards the ladder, obviously with no flashbangs or anything. Alu, he's gifted a free kill there. You're almost certainly going to nail that first one and be very unlikely to miss all those shots. Runs out of ammo, but Kiyoshima, like you said, lighting them up there from the bomb site, manages to spray them down. Here's the POV from Rain, and Kiyoshima, nice shots from him to be fair, and quite an easy pistol round overall for FaZe. Isn't too uncomfortable there at all. It will be the force buy from OpTic here. They have 1 smoke to work with. So what's the play? Maybe a smoke out a squeaky door, try and get them towards the lower bomb site. That could be interesting. It could actually be happening here. And they decide to go in. Down the vent, they try and go. The bombs drop down there, but there's no players has over yet. But they do find 2 kills in these Tech 9s.
Good play from Rain to at least back away from the site. Learn the boost round is lost and cover off from afar on AZ, but good shot from Alu as well. Pulls this back, and just Stanislaw remaining, Tech 9. Fast play toward upper to try and get a plant, not successful. Knows there's one in the heaven and rafters area somewhere, but can't find the angle. It doesn't quite peek far enough to spot up Alu. Putting himself in HUD as well. He's going to get his feet. Easy shot down through the wall. And FaZe not done yet, as you mentioned. It is their map choice. We said pressure would be on. Winning that pistol's massive. Now they can start to show us why they picked this map.
There's certainly a chance now. They can get the 3-0 here. They've negated the force buy from OpTic Gaming there, so it's going to be a fully go. 1 smoke purchase once again. They did try to go for that squeaky door rush. And the new update, it's actually kind of funny that now that's actually a real possibility. It's gone back so you can actually nade that door now and go for those rushes. That makes the T side actually a lot more interesting. This was starting to develop into quite a balanced affair in terms of like top teams playing it and finding T rounds. With that adjustment, I can't wait to cast it. It's going to be really chaotic to see those upper rushes coming back into fruition.
So Kerrigan sets early toward the ramp, has the support from Alu early on to get utility out. Alu will then rotate away and play the swing. By swing, I mean play outer to cover off Rain, so at this point he's support in every situation. And that single smoke bounce toward radio will slow them tremendously. They want to try and bypass ramp, similar to what we saw FaZe doing at the end of the first half, get down toward lower in a fast plant. Kerrigan still here on the ledge, doesn't land shots, very little damage, in fact, comes out far worse for wear. Thankfully, Alu gets called back in time. Catches off both Tarek and Mixwell. Importantly, the bomb's not one of the players to bypass. It will just get there now. The rotations are already in, so bomb plant not going to happen. It's just going to be an fly remaining. And no more fly on the wall, Henry, as you would say.
Yeah, that's one of my quotes. I haven't said it for a while, though, so thanks for bringing it back up.
You're welcome.
12-6, so now we do have a game on our hands. Not that much separating them on the CT half. 6 rounds in a row isn't the strangest thing to imagine at this point. Round number 19. We'll have a look. This is the kind of bonus round from FaZe. We saw this from OpTic. Not necessarily the same sort of setup. They had 2 MP9s, but FaZe have got a FAMAS and a UMP, but certainly enough to work with it. All the nades, 5 incendiaries to stop the rushes, and the smoke grenades to work as well. No AWP on either side. 5 AKs for OpTic. Not necessarily super well equipped himself, but enough to go for the smokes outside and try and go for a default here. The smokes will be thrown nice and early as well. We'll see if we can get any players towards Secret here.
So they use the third smoke.
It's a gap.
There's a massive gap. Yep, good point. They use a third smoke to try and cover off the cross to the red crate. 4th one on the corner, but you're dead right. That's such a massive gap. Doesn't even need radar to give him any aid. He's got a perfect lineup, but good shot from Nafla. He came up close. This is going to allow the cross for sure, and Alu's given that position up because of Rain's call. Now, he actually came in through, comes all the way into the site, gets 3 inside with a lovely tap toward Alu. All him so far this round as Mixwell follows it up to trade his death. It's all onto Kerrigan.
Do you know what? That gap might have actually been to Rain's detriment. He kind of, his eyes lit up and he thought, this is it now. I'm going to get the big spray down. They don't know I can see. And then Naf comes out squeaky door, finds the free kill because he's so fixed on that one situation. And I'm sure, okay, so he comes out main, but you can see Rain. He's just thinking, okay, I've got this guy. It's locked down and his teammates aren't there covering him. And then we go.
Watch this shot at Heaven.
Wow, that's actually kind of nuts. Yeah, I agree. 13-6. OpTic get one step closer to knocking out FaZe in this best of 3. It will be 2-0 as well. The AWP comes out there. It's not a huge round of FaZe. Lost that one, obviously, like I said. Bonus round. Weren't fully equipped. There was an SMG and a FAMAS there. Alu with the AWP. This is when he really needs to come to life now. He's going to have to carry them through these rounds, find these aggressive opening picks. And I like this towards Ram. Trying to get the first kill, but he gets flashed off and takes a bit of damage there.
Really smart flash. Take no chances. And a massive round, as you say, if FaZe lose this. And they got the gaps. It's the same thing. Rain's going to be watching it. They are going to cross this time. Brazen can't find the first. Does good damage, but can't land the kills. So Rush goes down to 54. And again, can't capitalize. No flash off the corner. They're going to sit in the stairwell. This is not uncommon. Get the map control, then sit and see what the CTs are going to do in response.
Naf is just tearing FaZe down apart in these last couple of rounds. He finds another opening kill here by himself. His teammates going towards Secret. Stanislaw's coming in towards Heaven as well. This is looking horrible for FaZe clan. They don't really know where the terrorists are heading to. Tarek finds another kill. Mixwell chimes in as well. 5-on-2. Kerrigan and Alu left in a desperate situation as Kerrigan holds towards lower. Now by himself. FaZe are falling apart. They're crumbling under the pressure here. And Kerrigan, no kit, 1 flashbang, and he's had a very quiet series so far. Good luck doing anything with this. Goodbye.
Air placement high. Mixwell hits it. 14 rounds for OpTic, 6 only for FaZe.
Well then, okay.
They timed that well with our silence.
That was good.
That was not planned, but it worked out.
This is like, I was about to say to OpTic, there's obviously some holes that need to be plugged here. If you're not watching your demos back and seeing those massive gaps and teams that are trying to exploit that, you can see Rain thinking, oh, you can see him coming by, start spraying the smoke. That's actually a bit of a problem. You have those gaps in the smoke, but do you know what? It's all for naught. If you're winning with this sort of round, it's going to be 5 players alive as well. FaZe has been completely shut out that round. They didn't get that first kill. They get towards Secret. They have a player at Squeaky Door. There's someone going towards Heaven as well. They're just completely murdered on every single choke point on the map. 14-6, pistols only for FaZe clan. This round pretty much decides it. Yes, it's a CD-sided map, but 9 in a row after this one, I'm not so sure. If they can somehow win these pistols, we might have a few more rounds to go, but OpTic looking like they're closing things out 2-0 here at the moment.
Seems to be all signs pointing to it. So we'll see what they can accomplish with pistols, how aggressive they want to get on the CT side. Is it going to be hunting for information toward radio? And in turn, take advantage of these rifles and long-range outer positions from OpTic. Early rotation might serve them well. No smokes. They're trying to take advantage again of the fact that they have the long range to their name. As Tarek wraps into cover off main, but AZ's position, quick as it may be, might get bypassed because everyone's going for a full wrap toward Heaven. Tarek to lead the charge as well. It's Alu top ladder where he started off this pistol. And I like that Nafly's anticipating, they might try and push and get some information. I'll just wait and spawn to cover them off. So the rest of the team is out on the hunt.
Well then, still 5 players alive for either side, but look at the map control OpTic have got here. We'll have to hope for some ungodly crossfires with the 5-7s. Let's see what they can do here. Alu's going to be the first one with compensation. And he gets the headshot, maybe. They can do something with this round.
Positional boost toward Ramp, nearly catches them up, but Tarek comes the other direction, so...
Oh, Kerrigan.
Back to 4 versus 4. Yeah, he's having an absolute struggle this series, I would say.
Yeah.
Not one of his best.
Given a chance, they give it 5 or 6 seconds.
Watch the position for AZ.
Ooh, that's...
He goes up, he does catch him off, goes for the reload. Thought he was going to walk by him. You're dead right. It's been a quiet series for him. That gives an AK now to AZ, and Mixwell knows he's there, but can't necessarily find a lineup.
Ooh.
Doesn't know what's going on toward the vents. Therefore, AZ, he's found yet another kill. Mix is going to have to bust in on this position, and he's turned back and caught off Napfly. What a round he's turned out to have, AZ, as he brings us down to what was a 1 versus 4 for Mixwell, and as such, they're going to convert it.
Well, it all comes down to AZ, I have to say. Was that 3 kills from in total? We didn't see the headshots. I'm sure we'll grab it on the replay, perhaps, but it sounded crispy from the sound there, but it all kicked off with a little headshot from the 5-7 from Alu. Funnels them down towards lower. AZ's ready and waiting, gets the AK in his hand and delivers 2 great headshots there. Presumably, like we said, but 14-7. Still a lot of work to do here, I'm afraid. They lose this round, full reset, then it's GG once again. They're not exactly fully equipped here. They have a FAMAS and do have a couple of AKs picked up, so it's not a terrible buy, but it's OpTic from what I saw in the previous gun rounds. FaZe clan still have a lot of work to do here. The outside smoke's coming once again. Presumably with the gaps once more. We'll see whether that is still ringing true from Rain's POV.
No, not quite. So the second one went to the left this time. And they're throwing the one in the corner above, too, so Rain won't be getting any vision. Tags through. Still catch Tarek down to 75. Perhaps not a significant margin, as they have AKs up, but against the FAMAS and M4s, it could be something to think about. He's going to try and clear out toward the radio room as well as Rain gets back into position at main. He's trying to catch them off. Mixwell's going to rotate in this time. He does have shadow advantage, doesn't even get that far. Alu hits the headshot on him coming back from CT. And Tarek's going to go hunting and turn for him through Big Garage, but Alu smartly changes his angle, looks correctly, guesses at heaven, spots him up, can't find the shot. Now does Rain go hunting and try and force Tarek into this corner or not? Because again, Alu's finding openings and Stan's going to convert. This is turning out well, but FaZe still has Rain bomb down, covered off. Tarek, lovely shot as he gets back in position. AZ's got to rotate up the ladder, excuse me. Hard position to walk back out from, tries to time it with a Molotov, and Stan gets drawn and ready. All onto Kerrigan and map point.
Series
Beckons, exactly that. Series point for OpTic. If Kerrigan can't make something of this, spotted up already for Tarek, pinch crossfire, he's down. And it's exactly the situation they feared. Starting out on that terrorist side has hurt them dearly.
That's a full reset as well, Matt. So they're going to go into series point with a UMP, a shotgun, a deagle, 2 of those. Alu comes into the 5-7. This should be GG right now. It's going to take another AZ wonder class here. If he can actually do something with it, who knows? But deagle, decoy, they bring everything they can, spend every last dollar, you know. Decoy comes out as well. Let's see if we can bounce on the corner, bring out a heater perhaps.
Never quit.
Is that your motto?
I usually just quit.
Yeah. After the first round?
Yeah.
That's it, boys. Can't win this one.
We lost pistol. Yeah. I died first. It's over, guys. So smokes again toward outer, not surprisingly for OpTic. They're going to try and take over the secret stairwell. They pushed through this last time. We saw Tarek in toward that big garage. Temptation was there to do it again, but it is going to be fully into AZ. Last time he had a pistol lower, he caught them off with good positioning. This time it's decontamination with Deagle. I'm not sure that's the cleanest weapon to try and decontaminate the situation with, because there's a lot of players coming. They do have the crossfire. This is the one we're talking about. It's not quite, because Alu's not at the bottom of the stairwell, but again, it's also the weapons that hurt.
Well, this is really tough. AZ might get his 1 dig. I'm almost feeling it. It's building up inside me. Alu gets 1.
That's going to pull him back, though. Tarek reconsiders. Molotov goes out. Jump is there for AZ, but he can't capitalize. Good jump shot. Pops back in as he gets the second hit. That's going to put Tarek down. It gives them the man advantage, and they're going to reposition themselves. Stan's got to watch this back stairwell because there's an AK down. If they leave that too soon, it could be a problem now. Oh, can't quite catch Keo through the door. And that's a bit of a problem because it leaves him out of position, and AZ converts. He's going to step up with an AK-47 to catch Stan off. Good response from Mixwell, but he's on 6 HP. Nafly's got to come to his aid, and he's left Keo alive, remember, behind him, so he has to consider that as a possibility. He can't just freely walk in and get overly aggressive to these positions. Seems he wants to do so regardless. He wants that bomb back. And in doing so, it has brought Keo down into the bottom bomb site. He's trying to bait him back in, hence walking back behind the vents. Mixwell spots 1, can't land the shot, gives the information to his teammate, though, but he goes for the point, gets to get the gun back out, manages in time. His teammate's gone, but Naf gets caught. Kerrigan just barely there in time.
Just about getting through that round by the skin of their teeth. FaZe clan still the money in dire straits, but they do manage to save over an AK and a UMP. OpTic now just trying to close this one out. You can see how tense this round is. AZ, I think that's the last bullet of his deagle as well. Finally gets that kill, and he gets a second as well. He's been so crucial in his last couple of rounds. Still 7 more to go to force overtime here. OpTic's still in a great position. They've got the full buy coming through. Have a look at the buy for FaZe as well. No orb as of yet. That's been a massive problem for Alu throughout this series. He hasn't got the orb as much as he'd like, or as much as they're used to seeing of him. The UMP for M4s as well. An AK chucked in for good measure in the hands of Alu. Lacking grenades at AZ, no nades whatsoever. Karen just a smoke, and he's got that SMG as well.
Rain does manage to pull back against Mixwell despite going 9 HP early. Nav's in the Dora hut, no one peeking through like we saw Mixwell do in the first half, and Nav's actually burned Rain alive in that corner. Smart throw, knows he was tagged up. So bring it back down to 4s. And Tarek in a position that he's been absolutely promising in inside of that big wall. Just can try and control the other situation. No repeat, but Kio's got better position. Only one though. Lovely shot from Tarek on the way back through. Grabs the bomb again. And stands in good position to watch back through the window and cover off the rotations back from ramp because they want to try and get in hot. They want to try and flank them out. Bomb's going to be planted safely, but only just because Tarek's slightly susceptible to being peeked from above as Naf watches inside of the hut itself. 3 remain. The third is AZ. He wants big wrap around his game. Good play from Tarek, but can't convert. That's going to give him an opening. Naf's a bit wide on his peak. Does turn back to catch off AZ. Goes down immediately to Kerrigan, though, and that's going to be another round for FaZe. And this time, they buy a little bit more space than even just one round. They break the economy.
They do. They might have something to work with here going forward. They get set 2 AKs. They win another round. OpTic should be on eco this one. They could force into this. They want to keep applying that pressure and not allow the economy to build up for FaZe. But I think when you have this sort of lead, it's not required. You still have 6 rounds to go. Let's finish this one off properly. No need to force. Deagles could still do the work for them. They're going to buy PD50s, Deagles, and a couple of smokes as well. So the smokes, where could they go? They could actually go towards the upper side, potentially smoke towards heaven, maybe outside the squeaky door as well. You can go towards outside with a very simple execution, try and get towards secret. We'll see what they opt for him. So going to round number 25. Game getting deeper than expected after we saw the first half. But FaZe just about holding on here. That was a nice shot from AZ. He's had a good nuke, to be fair, considering how badly it's gone for them. He's been providing some very good shots.
And massive impact in that eco round. We already mentioned 3 kills down at lower. Rain's going to try and play the smoke this time a little more aggressively, and this is a direct response to what Tarek's been doing. Good spray, and he does much better in that position than he has inside of main itself. It's easy to close it. 10-5, or excuse me, 10-15, so 5 rounds to go before that overtime becomes very real, and I'm surprised to see the aggressive buy into this because they could have easily afforded to wait one more and get a full buy with better economy and better utility.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that sentiment. There's no real need to force into this. You're giving FaZe now. You're opening the window round by round a little bit more. These force buys could have still passed at this point. Tech 9s, do a nice little ramp rush. You're going to get the bomb down, something like that. This is an interesting one because they're going to be a, what is it, 4th state loss, but they lose this one, so not enough to buy. Presumably they don't get the bomb down. So limiting themselves, but the players are hitting shots, especially Nafly's had a tremendous series so far, but Alu's smoked out for now. Smokes go down. Rain not going to be in the main entrance this time. It's down to Alu, who finally has the AWP. Oh, Rain is there. He's in towards Garage.
Yeah, exactly that. He's changed it. He hasn't had the success inside of the main entrance. Annex, for those of you playing along in Australia. Rush just bypassed him, though. He'll have heard this, but Flames down on the stairwell. They'll just wait. He's trying to hold the angle for a drop shot. And Naf, again, similar to what we saw in that eco that they actually did convert to a win on FaZe's side, waiting back toward T-spawn in case anyone wants to push through lobby for information. We haven't seen that swing toward the stairwell as you were kind of discussing to get the rifler into secret rather than in the big garage where Rain is. So it does still give them a bit of ground. Naf inside of that smoke, tries to spray back to get to Keo. 39 HP he'll get away with. Naf on 37, so dead even exchange.
Very tense now. We hit the 45-second mark. Kerrigan patrolling towards lower. These terrorists have made it towards secret as well. A lot of pressure towards him. If he doesn't make this first frag, if he goes down with nothing, it could be a huge problem here. It's a decent position to get 1 kill. It's quite safe to play from there. You're not going to win the round necessarily by yourself, but just get 1 kill, stay alive, get information, and Rain, he's helping out. He finds Stanislaw.
Good start for FaZe. Kerrigan still has position as well. A control room. Nafly gone. Just 3 remaining. All 3 inside the lower site. Kerrigan just spots one, but Mixwell turns back in time. Reactions in his favor. And Tarek's got position inside decontamination to watch back in the vents, but front's the problem. AZ's already got Mixwell down. And an 8 into rush leaves him on 57. Each player needs to find at least 2. Keep the obligation split. Make that 4 for rush if he wants to win this out. Knows their bump and sprays away already, and they pinch in. Good take from FaZe to get back into the site. And again, this buy, they get bombed down, so in fairness to them, success as far as that. They just didn't have the manpower and positions in post-plant with timing in their favor.
Wow,
but leaves them very broke. A bomb does save them to that extent. That's the one thing I have to say with a 4-round loss bonus. No bomb plant, and that force buy I would question dearly.
Let's remember how FaZe got back into this game. The pistol round. They had 5 pistols. AZ gets 1 kill low, picks up the AK. He keeps the dream alive. We thought it was all for naught. We thought, okay, it's redundant. Not going to lead to too much, but now he's actually broken the morale slightly of OpTic. They've had to take a pause here. Their money's in a bit of a dire situation, like we said before. I agree. No real reason to force it down right now. They get a little limited the grenades. You just want to close this out, right? Just wait till you have the full gun round. You've had really convincing ones so far. Get the full buy-in, get all the nades you need, close it out. Now they're actually making things interesting. You have to take another eco here. Well, I guess it's the partial buy. This is what they should have done before. This is the round they should have done in the previous. Tech 9s, Deagles, smokes, body armor, keep the money at 2k. You got maximum loss bodies coming in. This is what should have come in the last round. Not too late as of yet. Still need 4 in a row from FaZe, but it's making things a lot more interesting now going into round number 27.
Smoke out from Alu early on toward the radio room. It's mixed with Tech 9. Tries to get himself in a position to use the pixel gap in his favor through HUD. He's going to drop on top of it. You can hear that. That's fine. What can you do about it? Because it's still a very powerful position, especially with an AK. Against what is just pistols. Tarek will open the door. Will that keep his attention fixed long enough? Sprays down. Does find it. Relocates. Gets the second. Exactly that. They know he's there. Can't do anything about it. He's got 3. Easy. Stepping up yet again. Mixwell. He gets him in the end, but Stan gone. It's just he that remains. 40 HP. Instead, doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, AZ really coming to life right now. He's a player you don't want to let him get in his zone. And he seems to be finding multiple frags. He's actually on 24 kills, man. He's having a sensational series. All things considered, we were kind of pointing him out when he was looking desperate for FaZe. But now, 3 in a row. This is looking possible now. As we get into round number 28, the full buy finally comes back in for OpTic. Now they do have the 5 AKs, 5 smokes, 5 Molotovs, and the flashbangs. This is how they should have been closing it out. But now they've allowed Alu to get back into this. He's got the AWP in his hands when he's his absolute strongest, of course. They've got the full buys here. They could have actually negated this situation, but now a real chance for FaZe to take this to overtime.
Rain fast, quick, but countered off. He wants to get to the corner to catch off the AKs. He's gone back to that mini position. The problem is he's spot out from Squeaky Door as well, so he's got nowhere to run except back towards CT with his teammate down. Alu. Rush is going to create a massive opening. Naps through the hut. And FaZe might have upped in the last few rounds, but I don't think they've gone high enough to climb the green wall just yet until Kiyoshima tries to do something. He's the only one left. They know exactly where he is. Good nade, good damage, position on Rush, he didn't see him. Keo might just keep this alive. It's down to him and Mixwell, and he's got bomb inside of the site. Good read as well. No Mixwell's gone toward outer. Preset crosshair, great pixel aim through the bottom of the crosswire, and he's got the knee spotted. He's got to back away from it. He still has positional control from the ground. Headshot potential. Mixwell flashes in, and Kiyoshima saves it, pulls it back. And it goes 15-13.
Garrigan's loving it. What a performance of Kiyoshima. That could be the one that gets him back in this game. 2 rounds now required. And it seemed unlikely. A 3 versus 1. This grenade, so much damage. And he finds a second kill as well. But great awareness from Kiyoshima. He looks towards the ladder, finds out his position as well, and it completely outpositions him. Really, really nice stuff from Kiyoshima. And now, 15-13. The OpTic buy into this one. They will indeed, Matt. It's going to be 3 AKs at Galil.
This is it. Winner overtime.
And it seemed like OpTic did everything there. They had the perfect kills outside. Rush finds 2. Nafli comes out Squeaky Door. He finds AZ as well. I thought that's a kill. AZ's been the one that's been wrecking them. He goes down about anything, but Kiyoshima, he's the hero at round number 28. And here we go then. Assume this is a tactical pause this time, yes, for OpTic. So 4 AKs at Galil, limited on the utility. They have got the smokes to work with, but not as strong as it was before. Alu's still that AWP, got the opening kill in the previous round. The unpause comes in. Round number 29. FaZe looking to take this to overtime.
Massive, massive round. Stanislav fully invested with just Galil. Alu impact, 21 kills so far. He's got his AWP again this time as well. Easy will be the first to play in the rafters. Drop again toward that hut position. The AK, M4 instead this time. He's dropping in early. He wants to try and catch them off. In fact, he's going to rotate over. This will leave Rain inside Big Garage to watch the rapid outer, and AZ to be charged with the task of covering off a secret push. Rain again, this position, he's done better here, but he doesn't land the spray this time fully. Does take Tarek down, but the reset of aim was too long, and Stan's able to trade it. Thankfully, Keo steps up once more to find Rush. Snap, so good on these entries. Finds another. Oh, not with the gun out. Nap's got Alu down. It's a 2 versus 1. He may be able to pull this off, but again, if he doesn't, money's gone on the OpTic side.
Yeah, and the
problem is, exactly. You said it, bomb is down, they're playing this together, so great potential's there! Sprays in for 1, doesn't know, but gets back through the door! Oh, AZ just slides out in time!
Both playing together, the buddy system prevails. 15-14, the money is in a horrible situation for OpTic as well. FaZe might have done just enough here to take us to overtime. It was looking so unlikely as well. OpTic, such a strong first half as well, looking great when they got to 15, but so many rounds in a row now. I think that's actually going to be 7 for FaZe now. 1 more required. The buy comes in. It's 1 AK. 3 Tech 9s, and Mixwell, he's got a Galil. Okay. Right then, we've gone the distance. I thought this was going to be done very, very quickly indeed, but FaZe now, if they get this to overtime, all of a sudden, the advantage goes in their favor. They'll be so pumped up for this.
Naf tries to go in for the preemptive strike through that smoke. All it really does is give away his position, gets a nade in his face before it goes down to 84. But look at Mix's fast play. He's going to get the secret already. AZ's down. Fast rotation. That's given away by a smoke.
It's not the best.
Yes, I don't think it's got a full gap, but to check it, Mix is going to flash in regardless. Can't go beyond it. Realizes now that that's not a smart decision as Kerrigan covers off toward the ramp.
Yeah, good timing on the smoke there. They know a player's got down towards Secret, but he's not going to be rotating just yet. The most logical thing is the T to come towards ramp. He's locked them out, and at least it gives him time to actually work out what the real situation is there.
Mix goes back as well. Reigns in... he's in position to cover forward, but he's not 100% sure he wants to look that direction yet. He knows he's there. So it's a fragile play for him to make. Stan's going to bust out all the skylights. Try and mask that they've got more utility than they do. They do have 2 Molotovs. They could throw similar ones to what they saw against them. So Rafters, not on Hut though. And Keo's going to dodge out the first flash into the wall, turns it back. Down goes Rush, down goes Tarek. He was slow to get started in this game, but Kiyoshima, oh, is he going to do enough? Nafly found 2 Mix falls. Somehow Naf found 2 with a very awkward situation on the ground, but Stanislaus in the sight, surrounded. It's going to be overtime, and I have to say, AZ and Kiyoshima deserve all the awards for getting them there.
Absolutely. The 3-on-1 for Kiyoshima as well. We thought that was it. The full pistol round from FaZe. They somehow come out on top of AZ's sensational AK pickup as well. And Kiyoshima does just enough there. Nafly, a thorn in FaZe's side in that round, but they still keep it alive. Overtime comes in. 10K MR3. Like we said, if it does go overtime after that sort of comeback, the moral advantage is certainly going to be in favor of FaZe here. They're going to be super pumped right now. Everything's reset. They get the AWP out, the full buys. And here we go. Round number 1. This has turned out to be a great map here and made this series really memorable. And we'll see whether OpTic can bounce back after losing 8 rounds in a row there.
Alu fast toward the ramp to start it off. Need mention with money overtime. He's got his AWP. Now Kerrigan's established his position. He'll fall back and rotate away. In from Kerrigan as well, just hoping to find early damage. Door to be open from Rush. Easy backs away from it. Flashes over, drops to the floor, finds one, can't relocate in time to get Tarek, but it's Kiyoshima again, and the Raptors who's going to pick up 2. And Alu chimes in to take down Nafly. They're looking very impenetrable on that upper site.
Absolutely, it's a set piece from OpTic. We did discuss it before on train. They're a team that does fall back to this when the pressure's on. Doesn't really work out for them. Looks very easy there for FaZe, as you said, comfortable almost. As we go to round number 2 here. Wouldn't be a surprise they got the 3-0 on the city side from what we saw towards the end of the OpTic's T half. All comes out for Nafly. He's been sensational with the AK-47. It's interesting to see him adjust to the AWP now. They haven't done this before. Let's see if he can find that first pick and maybe find Alu who's getting a little bit comfortable. It hasn't really been challenged so far.
Door immediately wants to open and find the shot. Molotov smartly placed. He was down to 46. A bit of HP lost on an AWP isn't the worst thing in the world. Be careful how he positions himself accordingly. Because if he leaves himself in a predictable angle, he's good taking him down at this point in time. Stan's going to take advantage of the smoke. Already on the catwalk, flashed off, so stays inside of said smoke, but gets too far exposed, then Alu takes him down. In the meantime, OpTic with their 4 remaining players will get towards Secret with the exception of one, Nafly, who's been constantly waiting for Lurks to push through. And he's again on the stairwell, good headshot, takes down Mixwell, jumping up, spots 2 more. They're going to try and challenge him. He still has the advantage in this angle. Another shot comes through. Tarek's the next in line. Does find the response with the AK. Now he's got to get in position. He's got to find a way to support this, but with an AWP far removed. The outer position. Tarek's actually going to like to go back to him rather than the other way around.
Well then, 4-on-2. Naf and Tarek, 45 seconds. Do have the bomb, but not really many options here. Gonna have to try and maybe walking towards ramp and try and get lowered. It's time ticking away now. Nafly trying to find a pick in the main entrance. At this point, the CDs don't have to give anything away. Wait for them to touch the bomb site, try and plant. That's when you strike. That's when there's going to be no time remaining. And you don't really need to be hunting for frags at all. You need to be disciplined here. Don't give anything away. Tarek making some noise there. So there'll be no one player's coming towards heaven. Flashbang is all he's got. Let's see if it works out for him.
Well, down goes Reigns. Shot available, but Alu with an AWP. Far too ready, and FaZe take first 2 rounds in overtime, so the momentum has definitely shifted now. We said it was going to be a challenge going down 12-3, swapping over, back against the wall, tournament point. And they did very well to pull this back.
Yeah, and now the money after buying that off in the previous round as well, 2-0 down, is normally affects the C teams, I have to say. But the Terror is heavily affected by this one. 2 AKs, a UMP, a Deagle, and a Tech 9. And look at this adjustment now. Rain, he brings out the auto sniper. A crowd pleaser. Let's see if we can get anything going here. He'll be positioned towards outside. Flashes come in. He'll dodge it as well. Could actually find a couple of kills here.
No smokes out just yet. They have thrown a close one across to red. They should have done it again because that auto sniper's lining them up, even flashed off. He's tearing down. No, they're running to secret and through the smoke. He lets it rain because Rush gets caught rushing and down he goes. Rain's on 25, but it's only Mixwell and Stan remaining, AKs in each of their hands. And AZ again. He may be predictable, but it's such a strong angle, it doesn't matter. He's got such a jump on around the corner. First one falls. Mixwell does trade it, but it leaves him in a 1 versus 4. And he's tagged up to 73. AWP and Auto Sniper still in the mix. He's going to try and go backwards to find one of them. Seems counterintuitive, but he knows it's very likely he's going to be trying pinched in. If he can open this up, it does leave his options out. At least available to wrap back around, but 49 seconds.
If he pulls this one off, I'm done. There's no way he can win this. He's in the lower bomb site, has to get out there. He has no smoke. No, like once again, CDs don't have to give anything away. Wait for him to touch the bomb site, then you all face at the same time. 2 and up and 2 and lower, that's perfect. There should be absolutely no possible way he can win this.
He's being methodical. Tries to bait Rain in by doing that flash in the sight, hits him, but the auto sniper tags him, and that puts him from 73 to 8. Now it's definitely done. Again, he's going to try the same tactic, being one way and look the other, but Alu's there, and it's all 3 rounds on the CT side going to FaZe.
Keeping the dream alive. 3-0 at its first and 19 if you're not aware of the rule set here. And here's Rain just completely gunning them down, and I was kind of building it up. I thought he'd get a couple of kills here, but this first one was great. Through the smoke, that's why the auto sniper is so powerful in CSGO. It's an expensive purchase, and not everyone can put it off, but on maps like this, where there's a lot of smoke usage, you can actually use it very effectively in those sort of scenarios. So well done by him. 3-0, 1 round required on the T side here from FaZe. Didn't have a good showing on the first half of regulation, but you know what? Now they're kind of fired up. I feel like it's going to be a different case. They just kept rushing ramp. That's how they found their last 2 rounds. Will they go back to that? I'm not so sure. I think they're going to want to try and do this with a default and try and do it properly. They've got it in the heads of OpTic now.
On to Twinkie with a fast play. Tarek set and ready. AWP for him. He's going to watch a small gap cross. It's Naf that starts it off. Flash out. They've actually reached the catwalks here. Very terrible position to be caught in behind the red box. Tries to do what he can with it. And Naf's going to have to equalize at this point, but he gets caught by AZ. It's now a 3 versus 2 on map point for FaZe. Not only have they pulled this back against all odds, they might be able to force out the 3rd and final map in this series as Kerrigan waits. Stan's got to go aggressive, go hunting, and it's perfect position for Kerrigan. Takes him down. It's all on to Mixwell. Bomb can go any which way that it likes. 1 minute and 3 to work with. And Mixwell's desperately hoping that it goes the way he stands. But even if it does, they'll have Heaven covered off. So he's got to pick his angle perfectly, and they're slowly going down toward the stairwell. This is going to go lower.
Yeah, Mixwell up against it now. This 1 round takes us to cash the 3rd map. No one thought it was possible. We thought this was done. AZ and Kiyoshima, that mental fortitude to keep on pushing, never giving up. And it comes down to this moment. Can Mixwell do anything about this? Hits footsteps around him. Should get his first kill. Takes down Kerrigan. But that's a little bit of a ruse. His teammates aren't actually there. They're towards the lower bomb side.
And now they get the information off that. Quite smart. Walks him away, buys more time, and we know exactly where he's coming from. Mixwell, he'll go hunting AZ's position, control room again. He loves these stairwells. He's using them. Flash through, doesn't matter. AZ, what a game from him, and FaZe is back. I said they couldn't climb the green wall. They just climbed a very steep one to bring this series 1-1.
Yeah, amazing. They've actually managed to pull that back. You have to say, look desperate at the end of the first half. They're just rushing ramp 2 rounds in a row. It's the only way they actually got rounds posted on the T half. And we get to the second one. OpTic find round number 15 relatively early as well. There was some absolutely nuts round. Pistol victories and then clutches. Kiyoshima, that's 3-on-1. I think he's the real difference maker there. Obviously, if he doesn't win that round, the game's over. He stepped up tremendously. Had a really rough game on the first. Well, training wasn't great, and then Nuki was very quiet in the first half, and he pretty much wins the game for them with that 1 move.
And for OpTic now, it's boot on the other foot. Pressure's on them. That's a series where they had so many map points.
Yeah.
If they can't pull this off, this is going to hurt them dearly. They've got to regroup very quickly. Very quickly indeed. We're going to take a break, be right back. Map 3 coming up. I didn't think FaZe would get us here, but now we've got a very good series between 2 rival organizations.